So we got a range coming up tomorrow, and a part of being a really good instructor is that you need to know how to build your own targets. Some people might say that you don't. In the special operations community, that's what we do. We go out somewhere, we link up with the local tribes, the local people, and then we utilize the local resources so that we can build up a training facility. So it's important to know how to build your own targets, your own target stands. So today we're just going to be building out a few target stands. For example, right here in this video, I got this piece of 2x4. I'm going to be cutting out two 24-inch pieces and two 18.5-inch pieces to begin to build this target stand, and you'll go ahead and learn how to do that by the end of this video. So of course, the first thing that you always need to do in anything that is tactically related is look cool. So shirts off if they're not already. Right, cool. Sweet, got your hat going, loosen up the neck. All right, let's get to cutting. So you can see basically how the target's going to be structured with those 24 inches and then those 18 inches. Now we're going to take some of these 1x2 strips and we're going to cut them off so that they fit in there nice and snug. We'll screw them in, and then what that will do, because this is going to be the foot of the target, that'll just allow the target to fit nice and snug right in there with all of our measurements. Now you also kind of want to offset this a little bit. See how I have the insert piece, or whatever you want to call this, a little bit dialed back in terms of 24 inches. You want to use that to adjust for wind a lot of the time. You could do it center depending on where you go, but what I've noticed, at least in my experience, is that when you have it a little bit offset, the weight in the front counterbalances, and then the back side serves as kind of like again a counterbalance. Just really depends on what you want to do. You don't have to do it that way, but I always like to keep mine at least just a little bit back further from the center. Otherwise, regardless of which way the wind blows, it'll just be knocking your stuff all over the place. Now that we've got our kind of stoppers cut, you could take the remainder of this and have these act as the feet of your soon-to-be targets by sticking them in here snug against the edge of this wood. Snug against the edge of that wood. You can even mark it off just to be certain. And then you could take these spacers or whatever the hell you want to call them, and then you just stick them right next to your make-believe target legs, and when you put the target in, you know that it'll fit nice and snug, perfect every time. You won't have any slack in there, which causes the target to sway back and forth and then subsequently fall over when you're on the range, and it gets windy every single time that you set the targets up, of course. So use those spacers, or what's remaining from those spacers, as the fake target legs, so you don't have a big piece of wood sticking out right here while you're trying to screw this together. All right, guys, and in the end, there you have it. You know, this would be your target stands, and then you have the target on there. So that's it. If you got questions, reach out, let me know. But one piece of 2x4, that's a target stand for you. Take care, everyone. You know, sitting here making targets, really just about anything that I do, I think a lot about the past. I reflect on the past. I don't get caught up in it emotionally, but it's so wild to me just to think back as to what it was we were actually doing over there. We were literally just teaching people how to kill dudes all day, every day. We would meet people, teach them how to kill people, and then go target and schwack dudes. Like, we would literally just watch towns for days, for months, for weeks, for months. We would just gather intel, drop a bomb, go on in, start a fight, drop a bomb, just killing dudes, killing human beings. What was the point of all that? Killing and killing and killing and training and training and training and killing and killing and killing. It blows my mind. It's unbelievable. So why do I think about that stuff? Because I want to help people in the United States be safe against violence and violent crime. I hate watching the innocent get preyed on by these criminals, these evil predators, these criminals. I hate it. And I've spent my entire adult life teaching people how to kill, teaching people how to defend themselves, and then going and employing them skills and killing other human beings through various means all over the world. So who else is better to teach you how to do that, how to defend yourself, how to have great lethality with great discipline, with a great mindset, with good disciplined mindset and habits, other than somebody like myself? There is nobody better. My level, my tier, and above, which isn't much, are the people you need to be seeking out, because that is the most critical moment of your life up until that point in time when you have to do that. So if you have a family, if you have loved ones, if you're living alone, if you're by yourself, if you just want to learn how to defend yourself against criminals, violence and violent crime in general, reach out. I want to give you some free information. I want to help you any way that I possibly can, whether it's how to hold a gun, what type of gun you should use, recoil management, trigger finger, pressure, follow through, the science behind thinking in high stress situations, the neurology, the neurobiology behind operating in high stress situation environment. I don't even care, whatever it is. Home safety, home defense, setting up cameras, responding to a criminal, how to respond to an active shooter, all that stuff. I want to help everybody out with that, and I'm not even charging for it. I'm giving it all away for free. Hit me up. People who hit me up get so much information absolutely for free, and it changes their life. Train, go kill. Train, go kill. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat, my friends. The amount of corruption in government is just so insane. Everybody needs to know how to defend themselves with great violence. Doesn't mean you use it, it just means you're capable of it. So those capable of great lethality are capable of preserving great peace. Remember that. Are you capable of defending yourself and your loved ones with great violence? If not, then you are incapable of preserving their peace, the peace of your home, the peace of your family, the peace of your town, your society. You're incapable. And there's nothing wrong with being a man that does not want to be violent. I don't want to be violent either. It's the worst thing ever. It's such a waste of life. But it doesn't negate the fact that you must know how to be violent. You must know how to be violent in order to defend yourself and your family and your loved ones, even against an animal. A rabid raccoon can take you out if you don't know what to do, if you can't be aggressive, if you can't tune in to that level of aggression and violence. People say, you always seem so calm and melancholy. Yeah, because I've spent so much of my life furious and angry and violent. I don't want to be that way at all. I don't like tapping into that person, but you better believe I can. You got to get yourself up to speed, guys. Ladies too. Know how to be violent.